See, I've learned. If I lift that up, I can then sit down without making a noise.
Is that your rate of learning?
Yep.
I don't know how you get anywhere, to be honest.
No, not me, quite frankly.
I mean, one, moving, and also mentally.
Yeah, it's tough. Men can't multitask as well, so it's a struggle. But we survive.
Yeah.
Look at us. Nearly 25 years old, both of us. Next time we do an episode, we'll both be 25.
Well, even combined, we're like half the age of Flavio.
And you know what? We're also double the age of the people who Flavio was interacting with on Epstein's Island. So that's how we start a podcast, isn't it? Hello and welcome back to Talk Shift. Soheb, how's life?
Well, I don't know. We've had quite an ordeal here.
We have. It's been technical difficulty McGee this afternoon.
It's been an interesting experience. It seems like we're just not connecting. We don't have any chemistry. We don't have any riz.
Nothing's connecting. My mouse is not connecting. We're not connecting. The only thing that is connecting is my new Talk Shift watch to my stomach, which is not the best look in the world, but it's fine.
Maybe this can be an episode of connection. We can build our connection through the episode. And we can connect to our lovely viewers.
Character building.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call this one, character building.
Yeah.
On the subject of character building, I've got some more ammunition for you because, we like to start these with little snippets and look at the comments of last week.
Yeah, of course.
There weren't many comments because no one watched last week, apparently.
Clearly.
The title scared everybody off, clearly. But you'll be glad to know there's nothing insulting you this time.
Oh.
A lot of it ended up towards me. Don't know what I did to deserve it all, but hey ho. So I thought you'll enjoy these. Here's our first one. I knew Will was built like Casio. I knew it. You're familiar with who Casio is?
No.
Go Google Casio.
Casio. Is that rapper?
No. I don't think so anyway.
You know who I was thinking of? One sec.
Oh, good. Who were you thinking of?
Well, I don't know what his name is. That's the thing.
What, just generic fat bloke 561?
No. This guy went really, really viral.
Good.
There it is, Dave Blunt's.
I've never heard of him.
Just keep scrolling down on this.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's who I thought he was going to say. You know, he did a concert where people were amazed because he actually stood up. He's always on a chair.
I did see a clip of him saying he was going to crowd surf.
Yeah.
That would be a mass murder.
Yeah. That'd be like, that one race where Mercedes, the Mercedes went over the barrier and then it crashed into several spectators.
Le Mans in 1920 something, you mean?
Was it in 20s? I thought it was later than that. No, it was in the 50s or 60s.
I don't know what I'm about. It's way later than that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Talk about my bad knowledge. Fucking hell.
Next up, there's no way Will is a top.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you for the sympathy on that.
It's just there's no timestamp. It doesn't relate to anything. It's just Will's definitely not a top.
Yeah, good.
I like it.
Brilliant.
Good work, Timothy Ward 6644.
No, fuck you, Timothy Ward 6644. Last one then. We obviously did a lot about pink liveries and the abundance of pink at Miami. Yeah. Well, here we go. This is coming from Nathan Sykes 7777. When is Will going to get rid of his pink livery?
I mean, why is your face so pink, honestly?
Do you not know?
No.
It's been 15 years and you don't know.
Well, I don't think it's something you talk about on the regular.
No, what do you think it is?
It's being a white person.
Do all white people look like this?
I mean, all white people... being white is basically a condition. I think the common symptoms are... No, you don't season your food.
The only race you can do this with, isn't it? If we did this with anybody else... This show would be off the air.
You make bad tourists. You like to colonize.
Mm-hmm.
You like to steal from other countries. You like to not pay countries what's due after wars, even though they take part in them.
Anymore?
No, I think that's most of the symptoms of white people.
Do you want to know the actual reason?
Go on.
So this is I'm being honestly genuine here.
Yeah.
This is a skin condition.
It is a skin condition.
It is a skin condition. It's called rosacea. There's nothing I can do about it at all.
Why not wear makeup?
I'm not wearing makeup. Because I know you would take the piss out of me for that.
But I take the piss out of you for anything anyway.
Yeah, but I'm not just going to hand you even more ammunition on the plate.
Fair enough. I'll find it naturally then.
Yeah.
Right, shall we move on?
Shall we move on? Yeah. So, big news of the week. I think we've got to talk about Alpine, don't we?
Alpine. Where do we start? Should we start with Doing actually first? Let's start with Doing leaving.
So this was the thing, right? When I was making my videos over the course of this week, I thought I'd jump ahead on the Doing thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'll get that out there, and that'll be the only thing announced, and we just move on. Might get a few extra views out of it being up early. There we go. Done. Dusted. Then, of course, that Doing video goes out, and as we're waiting for that news, we get the Alpine statement. Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on. Oliver Oakes has left. And so, great. That's another video out now. Where I'm like, you know what, Oakes, I'm sorry. That line has aged incredibly badly, hasn't it? Where I apologise to Ollie Oakes. Because what happens the following day? Well, he's hiding in Dubai. So, brilliant.
His brother has traffic money. You're like, what are you talking about?
And Mazepin is back. How?
He's in connection with Russian oligarchs. What are you talking about? Welcome back, 80s, 90s F1. Honestly.
It's such a joke, though. Every time you think that team cannot get any worse, they find new ways of doing it.
It's just like, what it surprises me about Alpine is you go from a beatable as team principal, and you have no one as team principal. They genuinely had no one for a little while. And then they had Otmar Safnauer, and then they had Bruno Faman. And then when it came to Ollie Oakes, I thought, this kind of makes sense, actually, because Ollie is like a simp for Flavio, right?
Yeah.
I thought he understood his position as Flavio's number 2. Flavio calls the shots. He's the one who makes the strategic decisions.
And has to defend all the Flavio shots to the media.
And he is the one that manages the race team and basically has to explain everything to the media. And so you think, okay, he's not going to leave. And then he leaves just within 48 hours of Doohan being kicked out. And you think, okay, quite clearly that's a reaction to that, right? Everyone in their sane mind thinks that's quite obvious.
Yeah.
That's so obvious he did it.
Alpine can say anything. We don't care. We're not believing it.
No one believes that. And then he's in Dubai for fucking his brother trafficking money illegally.
You can't make it up, can you? It's so Alpine, though. It's so Alpine. And you know what? Oscar Piastri is sat in the MTC at the moment.
Yes.
Absolutely soaking the floor with his own piss. He is wetting himself. Like, there is an alternate universe where Oscar Piastri is sat in that Alpine. And that Oscar Piastri, I'm convinced, has just shot himself.
Yeah,
100%. That's got to be one of the best career decisions in Formula One history now.
All of history, yeah.
Potentially, that's up there.
He's basically the opposite of Alonso.
The anti-Alonso.
Yes.
Sticking on drivers for a bit, the other bit that I've learned throughout this entire ordeal that I didn't know before, and I'm amazed I didn't know this before, obviously Flavio has absolutely screwed over Doohan here, right?
Yeah.
Doohan's manager, you think, must be absolutely apoplectic with this. Do you know who Doohan's manager is?
I don't actually.
It's Flavio Briatore.
So he sacked off his own driver. Okay.
It's an absolute joke.
That's not the first time he did that, though. Didn't he do it? I think there was some old driver. I forgot who it was.
Fizzy? Was it Fizikilla? I can't remember. It was back in the old Renault days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the old Renault.
I have no idea. I've said Fizzy. I think I'm probably completely wrong.
He completely slagged off his drivers. You know what? We can pause the edit and let me look it up. Oh, I remember who it was.
Like you've not just looked it up.
No, I did actually look it up on there because I remember who it was.
Okay.
Because it was Bruno Senna.
When was Bruno? Was this when was this?
But don't you remember after Crashgate?
After Crashgate. Yeah.
He was a driver for Renault?
Bruno Senna was not a driver for Renault.
Who was the Renault driver then?
Romain Grosjean replaced Piquet.
Crashgate.
Do you mean Nelson Piquet?
Yeah, that one.
Yes, because Bruno Senna and Nelson Piquet
They're very
Jr.
similar. I got the wrong, the son of the champion, But he was... All right, let's start that again.
Nah, I think I might leave this bit in. We've had our Soheb moment of the week. That's good.
Right.
You were so confident. We could have backed that off as you looking it up.
Right. So, Nelson Piquet, he was managed by Briatore.
Yeah.
And so was Alonso, still at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Crashgate happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he binned off Piquet.
Not straight after Crashgate.
Not straight after, but at the end
Crashgate happened because he binned off Piquet midway through 09.
And Piquet thought, okay, this might put me in better standings within Renault.
What if I blackmail them?
No, so the reason why Piquet went across with it.
We're going back to 08 here.
Yeah,
right, fine.
But the reason why Piquet went through with it is because he thought it would put him in better standings within Renault.
Right.
And at the end
that aged well.
At the end of the year, he got binned off. Mm-hmm. And then that's why he took revenge.
Or you mean halfway through 09 he was binned off?
Yeah, halfway through 09 he got binned off. And then that's why he took revenge and leaked the story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the first time that Flavio has binned off his own drivers. And maybe Doohan in his first 6 races.
That's it. Doohan can come out now and say, they made me not close the DRS on purpose. I all crashed on purpose just to give Colapinto a drive.
You know what? The crashes I've had this year, it was actually a tax write-off.
I really wanted Gasly to get that P13. Without my crash, he wouldn't have made it happen.
Yeah, that would be a very Renault story, to be honest.
The other thing I think you sent this to me, was that Reddit post of Doohan's last full lap in F1 is in the Lego cars.
That's so brutal.
It's so
Honestly,
brutal.
That's unbelievable.
But in fairness, he won that race.
Yeah,
he won
did.
the Lego race. And can we talk about the Lego race? Because this was great. Have you seen this clip? This is the Saubers. There's Nico Hulkenberg absolutely stacking it into Gabriel Bortoletto.
I mean, he did just get a brake check, to be honest. That should be a 5-second penalty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as of time of recording, F1 have not released their highlights reel of it yet. There is a trailer they've put out for it. It drops on Saturday. So as you're watching this, you can probably see it now. And it looks ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to be controversial here. I don't want them to do it again.
So, you know what? I think the same. I think as a one-off, it's fantastic.
Yes.
And I think it should stay as a one-off.
Yeah, I agree. I think the moment you do it again, the moment you try and say, we'll do it every race, it will lose its... it will just lose its sparkle straight away.
Maybe do it again in like 2 years for a special event or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's great. But if you do it every race, nah.
It loses speciality.
Yeah. What I will say, though, is spicing up the parade lap like that, brilliant idea. I think that was absolutely fantastic. And if we can get other ideas like that, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think that's that. I mean, if you look at the amount of hype that this has built up as well, and how much the F1 drivers seem to enjoy it, like they all turned into like fetuses again.
Yeah, honestly, they were just boys being boys.
Yeah.
they were just like driving into each other into the wall. I've never heard Lewis laugh as much as he did on that lap.
There's a great clip of Alonso as well. I've just seen the sort of screen grab where his mouth is just hanging open. And like even 43, 44-year-old Fernando Alonso has gone back to a 10-year-old in that car. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
I think next race they should do bumper cars.
Imola, what can they do in Imola? Actually, Imola's probably not a great idea.
Yeah.
Is it? Maybe we should skip Imola.
Maybe they could do something in the gravel.
Driver parade that only gets to Tamburello.
Right. I guess no more Brazilians watching.
Hello, Patreon. God, that's going to get us in trouble. That'll get clipped. I don't know if that'll make it into the final episode of it.
Well, I guess we'll see.
But no, Lego race, brilliant idea.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Absolutely love it, and the fact that it was authentic Lego bricks as well. I think it was 22,000 hours it took to build all of those cars.
Yeah, I bet when the Lego employees saw them crash, they were like, "No, my hard work, no."
Oh god, I would be putting a clip now of them assembling it, but it was put on Autosport's Twitter, and I don't want to get a strike again. So yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, we'll move on then. I have a bit of a rant coming up next. I want to talk about the Met Gala.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Met Gala. Can you explain the Met Gala to me?
I don't really care, to be honest.
Fair enough, but apparently people do. But to me, I look at the Met Gala and it's just rich people in stupid clothes.
That's what I thought it was, to be honest. It was just rich people having a meet-up.
Like, here we've got who I think is Lewis Hamilton. Could also be Saddam Hussein with that hat, quite frankly. I can't work it out.
It could be the next Pope. But he was already announced now.
He has been. He's some American dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an American. So he's
that can't go wrong.
So he's gonna embrace cheeseburgers and the Gulf of America.
So they celebrated an American becoming the Pope by pouring smoke out of a big tower.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hello, 2001. Oh, shall we move on? As you know, I want to stick to the Met Gala because the Met Gala has been ridiculous. Maybe it's ridiculous every year, but the annoying thing is because bloody #Bless went to the Met Gala, my entire Twitter feed was the Met Gala, and I hated it. So I want to now bring that hatred along for the ride with you. We'll start with this clip. Now, Hamilton, you can see him here still in the white in the far back. They're doing some song here, essentially. As you're about to see, Hamilton looks really thrilled to be there.
Like, what's going on here?
Wait for it. There's the look for help. It's like you're at one of your parents' social gatherings and you don't want to be there. So that came out of the Met Gala. There are also some other just bonkers clothing choices. Do you know who this is coming into the Met Gala? Can you work it out?
It's a tree.
No, that's Ollie Oakes coming to the Met Gala.
It's Ollie Oakes.
Yeah, they're hiding him. So he can't be shown at the moment.
Is that actually Ollie Oakes?
No, of course it's not actually Ollie Oakes. That was trying to reference back to the Alpine joke, but cheers, you've ruined that one. Meanwhile, I'm pretty confident that's an Apex legend.
That's like character design, like a cartoon or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Inspector Gadget. That's what it is.
The amount of money that must have cost. And we're sat here calling it an Apex legend and Inspector Gadget. And the next one, I got like credit where credit's due. I have just stolen this straight from Twitter. So I will put whoever it was in the image. But I love this. Why did she go dressed as Lando's special helmet?
It's exactly the same.
It is.
It's the same texture. It's the same design. It's exactly the same.
The thing is, that can blind two people at once. So that's all good. Let's quickly move on past that one. But
yeah, no, it's like two people at the front, two people at the back.
Moving on, have you seen this though? This is the whole Apex GP thing at the Met Gala. So I thought actually this was pretty sick.
Yeah, this was really cool.
This was really cool.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen. Is it like Damien Idris?
Oh yeah.
I've not seen him in anything else before, but I mean this is sick. This is sick. And then they of course get him to the Met Gala. That's a costume change.
No, that is swagger. I can't lie. That is swagger.
That is class. I can't find it now. There was some moron on Twitter who tried to say that the helmet was him promoting Monaco and Charles Leclerc. Like, that's not Tommy Hilfiger.
I think, who was that? One of your viewers? Sorry, just someone on Twitter.
Someone on Twitter.
Yeah, well, I think people on Twitter kind of they bring it onto themselves. Why
did you go to my viewers first?
I mean, your viewers, the people that think what we do is comedy, I think they must have something wrong with them, right?
Yeah, brilliant.
Sorry, viewers, but I think it's true.
This is how we keep people on board. We just slag them off.
Well, they slag us off every week.
That's true. We should probably go back and forth, shouldn't we? Yeah.
It's a give and take relationship.
And then they give us more back and we get more more comments, more likes,
Mainly more money.
more dislikes, more money. Yeah,
that's what I'm here for. Viewers, all I'm here for is your money. So please like and subscribe. Subscribe to Patreon and give us more money.
Yeah, Talk Shift pension funds, £1 a month. Get all the outtakes. There's more outtakes than ever before. I think the outtakes reel on this episode is probably longer than the episode itself.
I think it is, to be honest.
There's so much we've said.
But there's definitely a lot allowed.
Yeah. He said something that made himself. He's cried this episode. We've cut that out.
Yes.
But there was something he said that has, and maybe that's just the knowledge that he will not have a job when that goes live.
I might not do, to be honest.
So if you want to see that, go to the Talk Shift pension fund. It's £1 a month, and half of that goes to him. So he's currently on a salary of £4 a month. He's doing really well with that.
I did get myself a meal deal, actually.
You got yourself a meal deal?
Yeah.
What did you go with?
So I went with the little sushi, I went with a crisp packet, and I went with the Lucozade.
Just the crisp packet. There's no crisps in it. You only had enough for the actual crisp packet.
Okay, good joke, William. Very nice.
All right, we'll move on. You've just killed it there. Cheers. Speaking of jokes about you, guess what we've got?
What random Asian does Soheb look like?
Any guesses?
Nish Kumar, I don't know.
That was one, actually. Nish Kumar did come up, but no, I went with Dev Patel. That came up this week.
Who's that?
Was he not in, was it Slumdog Millionaire? That's
No
going to be
idea.
incredibly racist if I've got that wrong.
Dev Patel.
Was it Slumdog Millionaire? Please, God, let it be Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes, he was.
Thank God I'm not racist. Good. Good. Okay, we're safe.
Why are you thanking God you're not racist? Being racist is something you're born with and something to be proud of.
So yeah, anyway, that's your reminder. If you have more random Asians that you think Soheb looks like, pop those down in the comments below. You might get featured in the podcast, and you're only slightly racist if you do that.
And if you have any more fat people that Will looks like, please put it in the comments as well.
Cassio and whoever the other fat person you brought up earlier was.
Yeah. Great,
good, brilliant. Yeah, well, to be fair, we've got to have it 50-50, don't we?
I already forgot his name, to be honest, the one that I brought up.
He'll be back on the screen. It's fine. We've ended this far too quickly, and again, there's so much stuff that, let's be honest, is in the Patreon version. So
I mean, there was a lot of news. That some of it got lost. I mean, Adam Baker, who was the technical chief at Audi, just left.
In fact, the new teams coming into the championship next year they've had a bit of a messy week, because obviously there was the Audi drama, which we'll get into in a second. But also, have you seen Cadillac's reveal from the Miami Grand Prix?
What was their reveal?
They've revealed their logo. Do you know what that is?
Go on.
It's the Cadillac logo.
Wow, amazing. Good work, Cadillac. I'm proud of you.
They've changed the colour. It's now chrome, but they built all of that up to reveal the logo that we've already seen before.
I mean, that's basically what the Red Bull livery reveals are nowadays.
It is. It is. And on the bright side, if they go for like a chrome and matte black look, that could look sick.
Yeah, it would be good. I think an 11th team should have a unique livery to make themselves stand out. The new kids on the block, they should act like it.
And we need chrome back. I think they could like take chrome away from McLaren potentially. And I'd be all for that. I'd be all for that.
As long as it's unique and they stand out, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look terrible, to be honest.
Yeah. On the subject of terrible, Audi, off you go.
So yeah, Adam Baker, he was a technical chief, and he, I don't know if he stepped down or if he was forced out. I think it's one of those things.
With Audi, it could be either, couldn't it?
We don't really know. I know he was replaced by the COO, who's also doing his job. I forgot his name off the top of my head. But like, Audi, throughout their whole entire history, as soon as they put the confirmation in, okay, we're in F1, nothing has gone smoothly at all. No. Nothing. Everything has changed. First, it was Andreas Seidel and Oliver Hoffman and Binotto coming in, and now this. It's just like a never-ending story. And we're 7 months away from the next. It's like 8 months now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly frightening. I think it's going to be such a rude awakening for Audi, and they've not really made themselves particularly popular either. I mean, either you've got people who don't care they're coming in at this stage, or you've got the people who are pissed because they were massively against V10s, and one of the reasons why V10s aren't coming back. So yeah, they've not really made the best of first impressions. I can't lie, and I just sort of feel like they'll take over, and because they had all of this kind of pedigree in the beginning of, oh, we've won in every series we've competed in. You know, we've won Dakar, we've won Formula E. Because that's an achievement, apparently. You know, we'll come into Formula One, we'll dominate Formula One. Well, you won't. Like that. It doesn't work like that. It's such a different sport.
Out of Audi and Andretti, I would put Andretti ahead easily of who I think is going to be more competitive. This clip is definitely going to be played next year when Andretti have the worst car.
yeah. Well, they're not even called Andretti anymore, Cadillac. But I don't know where Cadillac are going to fit into the pecking order. I mean, you've got Graham Loudon, who is an established team principal of managing crap teams. Well, in fact, a crap team, I should say, with Manor, Marussia, and whatever they were before that, Virgin. But I'm just waiting for the joke. No? Oh, wow. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Yes. You're growing up.
You want me to make Virgin jokes? How old do you think I am? Come on.
Well, I don't know. You've been acting like about 6 throughout the course of this podcast.
I've grown up 1 year every year in the podcast. So what is that? So I started at 6.
Well, we've not been going for a year. So, I mean...
No, but every episode I grew up by 1 year from 6 years old. Okay.
Good.
So right, if episode 8.
So basically, if we get to episode 100, you're dead. And I've replaced you with somebody else.
I mean, I'll probably be dead before then anyway. So that's 100 weeks. He's gonna last 100 weeks.
No, I don't think either of us will last 100 weeks. Quite frankly, I've just spent the last week slacking off the Argentinians, so I'm not going to last 1 week. I'm done. It's been nice knowing you. It's been nice knowing you, everybody. Like, you know,
back to Andretti.
Back to Andretti, or Cadillac.
Yeah. Cadillac. I keep calling them Andretti because
they're basically Andretti.
Yeah, it's the Andretti team.
Yeah, it's just a different name.
Yeah, TWG.
But Graham Loudon, I don't know, like he just doesn't excite me. When you look at like the likes, you've got Otmar Safnauer who's sat on the bench at the moment, who could easily go up. I mean, quite frankly, you could have got the old Alpine Formula One team and just taken them all back. So many people have left that outfit now.
Yeah,
you could bring the old band back together.
It's honestly crazy how many people have left. I mean, who was the ex Red Bull hire? Was it Jonathan Wheatley that joined?
He joined Sauber.
Who was the Red Bull? Who was the Red Bull one that went to?
That went to Renault.
No, that went to Andretti. It was a big name. I forgot who it was.
Was there? I don't know of anybody.
Going to Andretti. There was a very big name.
I have no idea who you want about.
So they did bring like 1,100 staff from Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari, but there was one big one.
1,100 staff from Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari.
That's what it's.
Was it all of Red Bull's catering team if they had to be let go?
Something like that. Who was their big hire?
I think you're talking out your arse again.
That never happened once.
Once?
It's happened once this episode.
Just once this episode? Don't know about that. Oh yeah, Bruno Senna. Yeah. This is thrilling content.
You're not going to put all of this on YouTube, are you?
No, the Patreon version's getting all of this.
Fuck.
I genuinely think the Patreon version is going to be longer than the main version.
Genuinely. So I can't find it. I can't lie.
Brilliant. Well, that was such a waste of time.
So the YouTube viewers are back now. So so I could be talking about my arse, or I could just not be able to find it, and I can't bother to check.
Good, brilliant, fantastic. This has gone so well. This episode. Everything has gone wrong.
This is our worst episode.
We were more organised when we were both absolutely shit-faced in episode 3.
Well, I did have a couple of drinks before this episode.
That explains so much. And you've let me come in sober. Brilliant. Good. I'm trying not to drink at the moment, actually. I'm doing my best not to drink.
Don't say it like that.
I know I am. I'm trying.
No, that you're going to come in sober.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's definitely for the Patreon version. The YouTube viewers don't get to see that.
I don't even know if that's even worthy of Patreon.
What? They don't want to watch that? I'm sure the Patreon viewers want to watch that.
Nah, I'm good. Maybe I'll turn into one of those sensations where I'll eventually start an OnlyFans. There'll be like a kink around slightly fat people.
I think that is a kink already.
Is it?
Yeah.
maybe that's my side hustle complete then.
I mean, I think what I'll start doing is, there are people that buy girls' underwear. I might just start.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there. I hope you've really enjoyed this episode of the podcast. No, we're ending it. We're ending it. It's over. We're leaving it on that. We are leaving it on that.
You don't want me to finish my point?
No, I don't. I think it's best we leave it where you left it. Right. I think that's it. That's it. Done. Perfect. Soheb likes to buy women's underwear. I don't want you to finish. No, we're over. We're over. We're done. Hope you had a lovely episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Go subscribe, like it as well. Check out. We're out on every other podcasting platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, all of that. Hope you've enjoyed. I don't know how much you've seen. There was an outtakes reel to this, which I'm convinced either rivals or is longer than this episode itself.
I think it's much longer.
It's probably much longer.
15 minutes longer.
There is so much in here that we cannot actually post to mainstream YouTube. If you want to be a part of that, head over to the FB1 Will Patreon and join the TalkShift Pension Fund. We get all of that for £1 a month, or you can now join here on YouTube. So if you want to watch that and watch us, essentially, we really do cancel ourselves in this one. I swear to you, it's something that you do not want to avoid. Go check that out on Patreon. Any closing thoughts?
What about so I'll finish my point about the women's underwear.
No, you're not finishing that.
Why not?
Because I quite like where you left it anyway. Right, I also don't know if I want you to finish it.
Viewers, if you want me to finish it, put a comment down and I'll finish it next week.
I don't think they do. But final thing, actually, TalkShift merch. If you want to get TalkShift merch, I'm wearing it. He's not. I gave him TalkShift merch at the start of this recording, and he's refusing to wear it. So
yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's you haven't even brought the cum hat this week. It's disappointing.
No, I've just raw dogged it.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
My natural self.
Your natural self. Yeah,
yes.
we know that much. Anyway, if you do want TalkShift merch, we've got TalkShift in a load of different styles. We've got some hats. We've got bacon and biryani shirts. So we've launched those as well. Head over to the link in the description below. Pick some up. It helps support us, helps support the channel, and keeps him with a few more meal deals over his head.
I do like my meal deals, so it would be very nice.
Right, on that note, have a lovely rest of your day. See you next time, everybody.